More and more moms are speaking at weddings, and, well, why shouldn't they? They've earned it. This mother of the groom speech is pushing 100,000 views on YouTube. It's short, it's sweet, and it's really funny. So, whether you're putting together your own speech or you just want to spend a couple of minutes with some nice people, let's take a look and see how she does it.
First of all, I'm going to make sure everybody can hear me.
Can everyone hear me? That's the number one thing. You know you've been to a wedding and the speeches might be great, but they're going on in the background like Charlie Brown's teacher. So make sure everyone can hear you if you're giving a wedding speech.
And I want everyone to know the rain is not Scott's fault. Michelle's mom told me it always rains every time Michelle has an important event in her life. Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. Okay. Initially, I had some concern about this couple because our families seem so different.
She's got great timing.
But instead of the differences, I decided to focus on some similarities. Michelle's mom keeps ledgers and does some kind of bookkeeping. And Scout's Grandpa Joe was a bookie. Michelle comes from a large, more traditional family. Her mom is one of 9 siblings from Long Island, from the East Coast. And then there's our family from the West Coast. And it's complicated.
It's a little bit of a misdirect that she was a little worried about the couple, but then she explains why. It's a great comedy technique, and you get a little bit of tension, and then you immediately knock that tension out and explain what you're talking about.
Scott and I thought we had such a small family in comparison. Then he started his list of family. They included adopted relatives, birth relatives, step-parents, siblings, nieces, namesake, and friends from all over the world. Now I'm getting emotional. Soon we realized that Scott has created a huge family like a quilt, unique and put together with love.
It's okay to be emotional.
Start off telling you how Scott and Michelle met at church. That's what I would like to do, but it didn't happen that way. For years, Scott searched all over the world for his true love. He brought women home from France, from England, Russia, South America, and even Nashville. After all these attempts to meet his true love, he was almost ready to give up the search. Then he came to me for advice and one last try, which was kind of ironic because I've been single for decades. So he says, okay, I'm going to do this ad. And I said, what's your tagline going to be? He said, well, I was thinking October surprise because I was born in October. I said, no, son. Go with green-eyed Scorpio. And okay, so that's when divine intervention came in. They both swiped right, and said, I pray this is the one.
So let's look at what she just did there. She did something that usually we advise not to do. She's mentioned exes, but she didn't go into specific relationships. She just took the fact that he had dated other women, which is sort of obvious. He's a grown-up person, and pointed out that he had dated women from all over the world. And then she did another comedy technique, which is specificity. He literally has dated women from all over the world. So she checked off all the different countries that he dated women from. And it made it sort of a fun thing rather than, well, I mean, he just dated, there was this one, then she was crazy, and that one, and she was nuts, and this other one, and she was a pain in the ass. No, she just talked about the fact that he had dated a bunch of people, and she did it as a setup to what actually happened and that they met online and that she helped him with his profile name, which is hilarious, or his profile title, which is hilarious that mom's helping him. Truth is funny. Truth is funnier than anything that you can make up, and this woman knows that.
I quickly realized that Michelle was different. She was a strong, independent woman. She and she did not agree with everything Scott said. The first time she challenged him, that got his attention. They don't compliment each other only, they challenge each other to be the best versions of themselves.
So even though she's the mother of the groom, she's talking about the bride, she's giving her some love and a compliment, and she's also talking about why this couple is great together. Whoever you are in the wedding, if you're putting a speech together, remember to talk about the half you don't know as well, and also make sure to tell us why you think this couple makes a great team.
I love everything about Michelle. Well, almost everything. There was this time last Christmas. I was Christmas shopping and I asked Michelle, "What size do you wear?" And she said, "You know how some things come in extra, extra small?" And I said, "No, I don't." And I didn't like her at that moment.
That's truth.
But she said she's gained a little weight and she's now up to an extra small. Michelle, welcome to our family, and we're glad Scott waited long enough to finally get it right. And I would like to end with a quote and a nod to Scott's Nana Winnie. Piglet asks, "How do you spell love?" Pooh answered, "You don't spell it, you feel it." And we all feel it, love tonight.
Oh, come on. You can't go wrong with the Winnie the Pooh quote. If you're putting a speech together, I think there's a lot of great lessons to take from this. First and foremost, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be heartfelt and funny. Look, she seemed a little nervous. She was reading. She lost her place at one point. Did any of that matter to you when you were watching the speech? It didn't matter to me. And you heard how the audience was responding. It didn't hurt their enjoyment of it at all either. So take that pressure off yourself. It just felt warm and funny and very natural. So this is what you aim for. If you want my feedback on your speech before you deliver it and put it on YouTube, you can find all my links in the description.